know I got several. If it's about money, then you know it's whatever. If it's about money, then you know I'm on it. This be hate, no glitz, I don't it. Can't take my chain, ain't nothing like homie. South Middle Spanish red, most want it. Hold up, let me switch the flow. Just like a baker, yeah, I'm addicted to dope. This a cold word, yeah, keep a in my coat. Money hungry, yeah, tryna give me some more. On our pack, this ain't, I'm talking down on glitz, I like he ain't the GOAT. If you don't agree, ask the streets and this 5L, you already know.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Sunshine State and Everbank Stadium here in Jacksonville. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on their in-state rivals to the north, the Jacksonville Jaguars. Just about a 3.5-hour drive from each other on Florida's I-75. The Jags and Bucks are underway. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. On play action, Lawrence. And this one too low.
We have to see what kind of looks this defense is going to throw at him as this game moves along, but they're in a zone to start. I do think we'll see plenty of man coverage as we move along, but the first throw of this one, incomplete.
Red on red. Silver.
First carry for the Clemson man, Travis Etienne. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. Now Lawrence changing the play.
Third and 7.
Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing, but to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
That's good.
And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved, able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says, our guy is better than your guys. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 20-yard line. Regular. Attack!
Mayfield. Evans has it left side. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. A gain of 8 there on the play. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
What's that?
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Now after the false start, they need 8 yards here on 3rd down.
Done. 180.
Mayfield on play action. He'll try and do this himself. He's got his target. That's complete. And the Bucs are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Irving, touchdown, Buccaneers.
Did my eyes deceive me, or was that an I formation play that was just run there for a touchdown?
No, old school I.
How about that? Was that a fullback, tailback, running it into the end zone?
Well, that's what that fullback's for, right? That's why you use that. Let him pave the way.
Oh, without a doubt. He's an extra blocker, and he did his job well on that play.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit. Lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
31 yards there and a first down. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then? You take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
That's another Jaguars first down. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Hey, kill!
Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now he'll tuck this and run. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football as they've got it with a first and 10. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. In motion right here, Hunter. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. A great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. This will be caught at about the 5. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now it's 3rd and 4.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
Back to the ground with ETN. And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
Hey, Lot. Hey, I'm gun. Here we go.
Going for it, here's ETN. And this time he is in. Travis Etienne punching it in from a yard away. And the Jaguars take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. Johnson jostles free. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Pistol.
Play fake. Mayfield. He'll find his tight end, Payne Durham. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7.
A gain of 14. And the Buccaneer first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Real.
Now whistles here before the snap. Looked like one of the Bucs may have moved. The false start backs them up 5. 1st and 15. They go play action. Mayfield. He finds his target. It's Evans. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. From the 42 now, here's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2. At the Jaguars' 42-yard line.
Kings. Stop.
A first carry for Rachaad White. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
180.
To throw, Mayfield. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Mayfield and the troops staying out and going for it on 4th. They're going to try and throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Jags take over in terrific field position.
Go. Hey, I'm gun. 30 left. Silver.
Here's Lawrence. And this is going to be incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
Hey, Lion.
Now Lawrence. This ball caught by Strange. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
Take right open. Lisa 24. Son. Take right open. Go.
Now Lawrence. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Johnny Mundt, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. With his slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into... Oh, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Mayfield pass intercepted. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Play action. It's Lawrence. They'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
They go play action with Lawrence. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. That's caught by Myers. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's Lawrence to throw. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Lawrence going to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter.
Hey, so, here we go.
Final play of the half. It's Lawrence. He'll try to pick it up himself. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Trevor Lawrence as time expires in the first half. And the Jaguars will extend their lead on the final play of the half. Extra point splits the uprights. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So this a 2-possession ball game as we get back underway, set for the 3rd quarter. And no run back here as the 3rd quarter will commence with a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest in first halves, but for them to start calling back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
So that flag will set them back 5 yards. They were looking good on 2nd down, but now they're backed up 5 yards by the false start, and it's 2nd and 8. They'll run the draw with Irving. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Now he's going to step up and run. And throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Mayfield looks to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
Throwing, Mayfield. They're looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Lewis. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
As they started that drive, I think they looked at the scoreboard and said, this is a manageable deficit, guys, but let's go ahead and start cutting it down right here. Instead, an interception happened, so a two-possession game might become three. So as we get going here in the second half, this could rapidly reach the point where there isn't enough time left for a comeback if their defense doesn't bail them out.
Jacoby Myers, touchdown, Jaguars. Jacoby Myers, 33 yards. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went into the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Here comes Johnson on the return. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. Looking Mike Evans' way again, and he's got another one. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a 1st down. Here's Mayfield. Now they go screen, it's complete. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to 45. 7 yards there, the 1st down screen play.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. They'll find his rookie wideout from Ohio State here.
A 7-yard gain.
Now Baker going to change it up.
Buccaneers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Now Mayfield. This is caught by Evans. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Looks like they'll move things around here.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
King! Hey, alert 33.
Mayfield to throw it. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 10-yard line.
Mayfield down. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Emeka Egbuka. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Bucs are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On play action, Lawrence. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked up by Jamel Dean. And the Bucs are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. Evans has it left side. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
First down, Buccaneers.
180!
Mayfield. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 18 more yards there and another first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
180!
They'll look to throw here. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's second down now.
It's second down.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Baker going to give it to Irvin. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The offense on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
It's 4th down.
Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. To Evans on the slant. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
That's another Buccaneers 1st down. An 8-yard pickup. 180.
To throw, Mayfield. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a 1st down.
And the Buccaneer 1st down.
With Mayfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, they've had success getting the ball to him out of the backfield, but this time they had a man right on him. He was able to break that play up before he could get started.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. He completes it to Evans. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. Well, this crowd doing their best to make a lot of racket. It's 3rd and 5. They run out of the gun with Irvin. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1.
5-yard gain on the play. And the 1st down.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Now 1st and goal. They'll set up to throw. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Mike Evans taking it in. And the Buccaneers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
It doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Jaguars going to go ahead and use their 1st timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
Hey, Soko, son. 30 left.
Lawrence. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Hey, Rob.
Here's Lawrence. Open man is Myers. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the 1st down. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Hey, go. Hey, Ginger, hot.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Mayfield. Now he'll tuck this and run. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. Now 2nd and 4. Mayfield going to switch things up here. Here's Baker. He finds his target. It's Evans. And Evans will have a Bucs first down as the tackle is made right at the 25-yard line.
That's good for a first down.
Point it right.
It's a gain of 6.
Alert.
First down, Buccaneers.
Dot.
Mayfield to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Just over 50 seconds remain. Here's 2nd and 10. Mayfield. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
He'll try and do this himself. And he'll find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout.
At the 9-yard line.
Wait. 180. What's that?
Now Mayfield. There's Evans again, complete. Not good. They didn't move the football an inch, and precious time ticking off the clock.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the 9-yard line.
Mayfield. This is caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. It may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
Mayfield keeps it himself. Yeah, boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Here we go. The noise deafening. 4th and goal. Mayfield going to take it on the sneak. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Listen to this crowd now. Their guys need a stop on this 2-point conversion.
Will set up for the 2-point conversion.
Now Mayfield. And he will get in. The 2-point conversion is good, and we may be on our way to overtime. This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as the kick's away here. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10.
Lisa 24. Here we go.
Back to throw. Lawrence. They'll get this out to the flat for ETN.
And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
And we have free football overtime. Here we go, my friend.
And the way this game played out, this is exactly how it should end, going to overtime, because neither one got an advantage today.
Cam Little to kick off.
So the Bucs going to have a chance to go down and win it. They'll get the ball first here in overtime. And no return here to begin the overtime session. That'll be a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Mayfield looks to throw. And that nearly picked off. Oh, that would have been a big INT here in overtime. Instead, they'll get another shot on third down.
And here in overtime, that had the potential to be the definition of a game-changing interception. But he couldn't find a way to pull it in. And that's a disappointment there.
20.
Throwing, Mayfield.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack.
Brought down by Trayvon Walker on the pass rush.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Here's Riley Dixon now. On for a very important punt here in overtime. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, their defense did the job, got off the field without giving up any points, and now, Charles, all they need here is a field goal, and they get the victory.
Yeah, and this is the way I love overtime. I'm one of those really, really old school guys that like sudden death right from the beginning. Well, we've got it now because any points wins the game. On defense, get a safety, a pick six, fumble return, you can win it as well. So I'm really looking forward to this series and see how both sides play it.
At the 41-yard line.
Now we'll see what Lawrence can do in overtime. He'll find ETN out of the backfield. Now he's loose down the left sideline.
And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Well, you never know what you're going to expect when you come to the stadium to call a game. Sometimes you get good ones, sometimes you get bad ones, sometimes you get great ones. And that's what we had here. What an exciting finish on that last big play.
And I think that as we look at it, when we're talking about a great finish, which went along with a game that obviously was dramatic because we did get into overtime, what type of play calls do you have left? What have you not shown? Or what have you made an adjustment to what you've worked out?
I I check the doors, check the windows, and pull the blinds. I check the clock, wondering what he'll pull this time. I have a feeling that necromancer's outside, and I'm just trying to stay quiet. I don't sleep much, that's crazy. How'd you know that? Keep myself up, that's maybe how you know that. Ooh, promises and contracts. I used to keep. I don't sleep much, that's crazy. How'd you know that? Keep myself up, that's maybe how you know that. Ooh, my hallucination.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Coming up, well, we've got what can only be described